Y'all got in here quick. I'm still trying to get the camera set up. Hey, y'all. Let me pull up the live and see who is here so I can speak to y'all. I should have put some lotion on my hands because y'all be all up in my mouth. Y'all be on my hands, in my mouth. God damn. I can't do nothing. Y'all be looking at my lips. Y'all be in my mouth. Y'all be girl. So maybe I better get some lotion. Hey Shelby. Hey Deborah. Hey Sundance. Girl. Maria. Little dick girl. Okay. Hey Shamar. Um. Hey Lokisha. Sundance girl said my hair looks beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. I had to put on my good wig. Okay. Cause we did it. The people have spoken, and you're about to lose your job. Get this dance. No, you lost your job. So yeah, the moving truck should be pulling up in front of the White House soon, and Trump can go on back to Trump Towers or wherever he was living before he moved into the White House. Was he really staying in the White House though? I don't think he was. But he can go on back to Trump Towers or Trump has a lot of places that he can go. So he can go on back to one of them places and live the life he was living before he became president. And he can take Melania and Barron and everybody else with him. Bible, you're fired. One term and done. So that just shows when people get together and they are committed to change, things happen. And I think the people that come over here and talk to me are committed to change. So things happen. I'm in Scotland, but I'm happy for you all. Thank you. I'm okay. Thank you. Sundance Girl said he said he would leave the country if he lost. Well, bye. Bye. We don't get do. So did he think that we cared? Like him saying, "Oh, if I lose, I'm gonna leave the country." Did he think that anybody cared? I don't think nobody cares. Bye, and then you can take all of those people with you that have issues. They can all go with you. They can go bye bye with you. I don't think anybody really cares. AAK said, "Yeah, I'm holding him to that one." I don't think that's going to happen because he wants to sit on Twitter and be able to say everything that, he feels Joe Biden is not doing right. He wants to still be able to criticize. He ain't going too far. He is not. Um, he better not go to Canada. Girl, he ain't coming to Canada. He's not going anywhere. He does not want to. Has he even conceded? Has he even come out and made his statement and said that, you know, um, You know how presidents, when they lose, they supposed to come out and concede and say, well, I'm happy for the next president coming into office. He's gonna be great for has he done that? No, and he's probably not. Oh, that's all right. Rye, is it Rye? Said he golfing today. Don't he golf every day though? Don't he golf every day? Isn't that his thing? AK said, heck no, he will never concede. That would have meant that he lost. I know. I didn't think he was going to concede either, but I thought that that was part of the procedures and he had to do it. I thought that, he really had to do it. He hasn't. He claims he's taking this all to the and I'm pretty sure the Supreme Court is laughing. January 6th, he gonna get Twitter blocked too. He is going to get blocked on Twitter because Twitter is already sick of him. Twitter has already started to block some of the things that he's saying or take down certain tweets that he has put out because they're false information. And so when he is no longer the president, of course Twitter is gonna go in then and be like, see, we spared you when you was in office. You're no longer in office. So, um, hey MJ. So, so they don't have to spare him now. You that's you know what? That's the same thing me and my husband was talking about earlier. So for the next 2 months, he is going to get out all his jabs, everything that he wanted to say that he has not said. He's going to be saying them in the next 2 months. He's going to act a fool in these next 2 months just to prove a point, just because he can. You already out of office. That's like you get fired, but they let you just finish the day at work. You can at that point say whatever you want to say. You already fired. You can go off if you want to. So I'm pretty sure he is just gonna be out here wilding out for the next 2 months. I mean, I don't know. He probably will do some crazy stuff. RuPaul, maybe Trump will cry eventually the same way Mary Beth did in her last video. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna cry. I really don't. What do you think of the world situation with the letter C? I don't know what that is. What's the letter? Oh, the letter C. I don't know. I had to think about that. I was like, the letter C. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on, and that's going to be interesting with a new president coming in. How is this, the rest of it going to play out? The virus, see, Rona. How is it going to play out now that we have someone else in power? That's going to be um, somewhat interesting. So I want to say one thing while the chat is pretty low. If I didn't speak to everybody, I didn't see you. Hey, Janie. Okay, you guys be careful with the emojis. No more than 3 or 4 emojis in your um, comment because that is real with YouTube about the emojis. Now, the cap lock, you can do as much as you want to do with that. I don't care because if you want to cap lock and scream in your comment, I don't care. Girl, go ahead, do what you're going to do. I don't care about that. but just don't go overboard with the emojis. Now, I want to say two things. Well, I want to say more than, um, yeah, I might go outside because we're buffering already, and the weather is nice out there. It's not like it's, or I might go in the library when my husband leaves because I think the reception is better in there. Let me say two things. One thing, I'm not caught up on Mary Beth's videos. I said when I got off the live last night that I was going to go and try to watch some of her videos then. But me and my sister started talking, and my attention went in another direction. So I have not watched all of her videos. I mean, I probably will go and watch some of them just to kind of see, what is going on. But there is a lot of, um, she has a lot of content, to be honest. A lot. And I have missed a lot of stuff. A lot. I mean, from the live that we were in last night, there were people who have been here much longer than I have. Oh, and I did talk to my friend who is a special needs teacher about can kids go to school? Can they start school in diapers or pull ups? And I want to read to you um, what she told me because she works, she is a special needs teacher here in the Bay Area. And I asked her, um, can kids go to school in pull ups? And so she said, definitely, if they are in special education, they can still be in diapers. I think they need to be potty trained if they're in general education. If the incontinence is due to a medical problem, they could be in general ed. They could be in general ed either with an IEP or a 504 plan qualifying due to a medical condition. Now, listen to this. Kids could have a generalized anxiety disorder, and fear of having toileting accidents is probably related to that. Because I didn't tell her the whole story. They would qualify for either an IEP or Section 504 plan. They could be in general ed while wearing pull ups if they qualify for IEP or 504 due to anxiety. Personally, mom has probably made too big a deal about having accidents. And I didn't even tell her about the situation. She knows nothing about this story, but this is what she said. Mom has probably made too big a deal about having the accidents or not wanting the child to have accidents. So instead of just being a good mother and dealing with those accidents, you just keep pull ups on your child. You just keep her in diapers. In that way, well, pull ups. Because it is somewhat of a difference between um, pull ups and diapers. Not much. Just that, pull ups are made differently than diapers. They don't have the little Velcro tab. And even she said, Even Mary Beth said it is difficult to take her sometimes out because a lot of bathrooms may not have the changing thing, because she got to take her shoes off, her pants off, and everything to change her pull up. I would rather just go ahead and, if you know that your child, for one thing, if you know that your child has a problem with her digestive system, then you need to start with the diet. Change her diet to make sure that she does not have these bouts of diarrhea. I have IBS D. No, C. I've had both, but I have C more constant than D. And C is IBS constipation, where you eat certain foods and it triggers constipation. Now, I know what triggers I have. So I try my best to stay away from those certain foods. At 4 years old, you should know what triggers your child has when it comes to diet. You should. Because really, at 4 years old, your kid's diet is still limited, especially with her saying that she doesn't eat much. If you have to keep a food journal, I when I first started having digestive issues, that was one of the first things that the gastroenterologist told me. Start keeping a food journal. Start writing down what you are eating during the day. At the end of the day, if you're having problems, you will know what your triggers are, because you're keeping a food journal. You're writing down what you're eating, you're writing down the times that you're eating it. Then you know what your triggers are. She is 4 years old. You have not figured out what the triggers are. You can take care of that diary. And she said that it happened a few times. It does not happen all the time. Then I would not keep my child in pull-ups every day. Julia said Mayo said it wasn't food related. And see, those videos she's taking down, unless she put them back up. The Mayo Clinic videos she took down. So if it's not food related, is it anxiety? Because you can have digestive issues from anxiety too. Anxiety can cause you to vomit, have diarrhea, have, a nervous stomach. All of these things can. So you have a 4 year old, you have to figure out what her triggers are. And when I saw her, I'm looking for, I'm looking for, I was looking for one of Gizmo's toys because I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if the video is still up, but when I saw her, um, restraining Kelby in the video where Kelby had the meltdown, she was literally squeezing around the child's abdomen. Okay? When I was working when I interviewed at this group home, they specifically told me that in order to restrain a child, you have to go through training so that you are doing it correctly, because you can hurt a child by restraining them. She was in Mary Beth, we look around about the same size. She may have me about 10 pounds or something, but she's taller than I am because I'm only 5'3". She looks taller than me in her videos. And she is holding a 4-year old with both of her hands around the girl's abdomen to keep her from flailing. And the child is screaming, "You're hurting my stomach." You don't get that type of training on how to restrain a child without hurting them from books. You don't. Now, y'all can get mad at me. You can talk about me. You can say whatever you want. But that restraint video and that child screaming, saying, "You're hurting my stomach, you're hurting me, let me go, let me go." All kids don't want to be restrained. They don't. You may hold them for a little while to keep them from kicking or whatever, but after a while, after the girl had calmed down and was saying, "Mommy, mommy, let me go," or "Mommy, you're hurting me," let her go. I was just like, "Girl, why you post that? To prove a point?" Thank you, MJ. I had to put my good wig on because we done won. I put my good wig on today, girl, because we out here winning. Thank you, Moth Mama. She said, "You're not wrong, Omoshun. You only speak on this because you are concerned." Let me say this too. Moth Mama, thank you so much. Thank you. If I didn't care about this child, or if I didn't care about this situation, I wouldn't even be talking about this. I wouldn't. And obviously, if y'all didn't care, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. Because do you know how many videos I have made, how many lives I have made, and don't nobody show up? Y'all here because you care. You care about this child. We care about what we are seeing. And yes, we need a place where we can talk about it. And if all we can do is talk about it, then that's what we're going to do. Sometimes that's all you can do is talk about it. So that's what we're going to do. If it makes us feel better to talk about the situation, we're going to talk about it. Sometimes that's all you can do is talk. And then sometimes in your talking, and the person hears what you're saying, because believe it or not, she is hearing all of this. Maybe in the process of her hearing this and reading these comments, she will then in turn pick up some tips and tricks to help her. I'm all about helping. It may not seem like it, but it is. In the long run, something is going to stick. I've always been a believer of, you plant the seed. You may not always see the flower grow, but the seed was planted. I plant the seed. Maybe somebody else will come through and water it, and then maybe someone else will see the beautiful flower in the end. Who knows? Autumn said, "That's why I'm here. I care too. And I'm a single mother of a 9-year-old son who has special needs, and I can never treat my son or handle him in the ways I have seen her doing with her daughter." How can you lock up your child in a bed contraption that she can't get in of in the dark? It's in a locked room. What happens if she stops breathing? Okay, so what type of bed is it? Somebody said that it was a um special needs bed. Like does she strap her down at night? Like I missed this whole part. Is she like strapped down? So what? Hold on. Julia says, so what would you have done? Let the child run off while being upset and may run off into a dangerous situation. Just thinking, what would you have done? In which situation? Which situation are we talking about? Are we talking about the situation where they were at the hold on you guys. Hold on cuz I want to answer her question. Are we talking about the situation where they were at the storage area and she locked the child up in the truck and she was screaming? Are we talking about that situation? Or are we talking about the situation that she just posted recently where she was bear hugging the child at the beach and the child just had on some swim bottoms and nothing else? Are we talking about that situation? Which one are we talking about? Because I'm gonna tell you what I would have done at the uh, warehouse, the storage unit. My child wouldn't have been there. If I know that I have a child that has special needs, that attention span is short, and she's very active, and she would have, been all over the place, and I'm trying to handle some business, we making bags and doing this and that, my child would have been at home with a babysitter, or I wouldn't have been there. Now, the meltdown video, I would have handled that totally different. I would not have literally almost squeezed the guts out of my child. I don't believe in that holding them down and the child is just flailing for 10 minutes before you realize, for one, oh, cut the camera off, let's go. And she didn't even cut the camera off. Her friend turned the camera off. I wouldn't have did that because it didn't even look like a place where she had to hold the child down. Weren't they at the beach? Let her get in the sand and flail if that's what she want to do. Didn't it look like they were at the beach? She could have ran around and threw her little tantrum. And I think the tantrum probably would have been shorter if Mary Beth had let her go. They were at the park. It just did seem like a setup because the friend was the one that cut the video off. Mary Beth just got up and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put her in the car," and the friend cut the video off. How did the friend know that Mary Beth was recording? How did she know? Yeah, I can tell that she does not take advice well from people. Julia said the meltdown was an outtake from a video at the park. So Emma says she doesn't trust anyone to look after her child. That way she has no help. So how is she going to go to school if she doesn't trust anyone? How is she going to go to school? Who is that? I want to Atlee Alti Wills. Thank you for being a member. Thank you. Okay, Dorothy said it's supposed to be 1 minute equals 1 year age. I don't understand what that part means. The video ran for almost 6 minutes and it started in the middle of it. In the middle of the tantrum, she was at a park and the park had a pool. And she said that before that she loves water and it was a safety concerning her around the water unattended. Okay, well, remove her from the situation. And the thing was, my only thing was the little girl was asking for food. She was saying that she was thirsty. I think in the video she said she was thirsty, or she said that she was hungry, or something. Some kids throw tantrums when they're tired, overstimulated. You have to take all of these things into consideration. Tired, hungry, overstimulated, thirsty, maybe it was too hot. So she's just gonna have to learn how to deal with this her situation. Like people say, read the room. I do have Asperger's, and if my mom would have hold me like that while I had a meltdown as a kid, I would. Some kids, you know, she did say what book it was that she takes her parenting style or um, whatever she calls the situation. I can't remember the name of the book. I would like to go and um, look at the book. I can't remember, but I'll go back and find it. If someone knows, put it in the comments. One book don't work for everybody, all kids. So you can't take everything from a book, one book, and make it fit your child. You, as the parent, has to figure out what works for your child. And lobe. Oh, thank you, because I'm sure gonna go look for it. Thank you. Um, my granddaughter, she wanted her ears pierced when she was 4, I think. I think 4, because she was talking at the time. And she wanted her ears pierced. She had, noticed that other people had earrings and she wanted earrings. So me and her mom took her to get her ears pierced. And she was so happy, you know, so happy about getting her ears pierced. And we get there and, she picked out the earrings that she wanted. And we were telling her, okay, it's going to, pinch your ear, and you're gonna feel it, and they have to do both of them, so it's gonna be 2 pinches, okay? And she was like, a pinch, and I was like, yeah, so I was trying to show her what a pinch was, because she's 4, she didn't really understand the whole concept of pinching. So I tried to, give her a little pinch. And I did try to do it kind of hard so she would understand that there was going to be a little pain associated with the ear piercing. So, honey, we got the first one. And that girl put on a show in Claire's like I have never ever seen her act like that in life. Okay. We, so they did the first one, and the pinch was so bad that when we got ready to do the second one, she was like, "No, don't pinch me. Don't pinch me anymore." She screamed. She hollered. She didn't want to sit in the chair anymore because she associated the chair with the pinching because she didn't see the gun. So she was like, "I'm not getting back in that chair because the chair, the pinching happened in the chair. So I'm not going to get back in the chair." So, we were in there because she only had one ear pierced. So me and her mom, we're sitting there talking to her, trying to get her to calm down because she's crying. She, did the whole stiff as a board thing. I mean, she went through this whole thing. So at first I told her mom, I said, "Well, let's go and get something to eat and, bring her back, and maybe we can get it done." But her mother was like, "No, get up in that chair, sit down, and let's get this other one done so we can go get some ice cream." And, ice cream kind of perked her interest. So we were finally able to get her back in the chair and, um, get the other piercing done. And so after it was over, we of course took her to get ice cream. We took her to get McDonald's and everything. After she finished eating, and we get in the car, for some reason she decides that she didn't want to get in her car seat because her ear was hurting. Not her butt, her ear. So she couldn't sit in the car seat because her ear was hurting. This girl, we got her in the car seat because we're not leaving without you getting in the car seat. You gonna get in that car seat. That's what you gonna do. So we get her in the car seat and she screamed from the mall almost home, which we didn't live too far from the mall, but she had never, ever thrown a tantrum like that in her life. She screamed from the mall until we almost got home, until she fell asleep. But me and her mother were in the front seat. I was driving. We knew that she was safe. She was in that car seat, and we just drove home. We weren't about to pull over and take you out the car seat because you talking about your ear hurt. Girl, we gonna get home. We gonna see about your ear. That girl complained about those earrings until her mother finally just took them out. So she had to end up getting her ears re-pierced, I think when she was like 10 or something, because she'll be 12 soon. But yeah, but her having a tantrum in the car over those earrings did not cause us to label her as not neurotypical or anything. She was just a 4-year old that didn't like what happened. And that was the only way that she could express herself. She couldn't say, "I trusted the two of you to take me to get my ears pierced. I wanted to be pretty. I wanted to have earrings. You told me that it was going to pinch, but it was actually worse than a pinch. I'm mad at my grandma and I'm mad at my mama for standing there letting it happen." She could not say that. So she just screamed. And we let her. "You just gonna have to scream till we get home, girl." And she never did that again. That was it. And I was like, Okay, now did it hurt that bad? Because I didn't have my ears pierced and everything. But the reason why I don't think it hurt that bad because the whole time she was eating ice cream at McDonald's, she wasn't crying. She didn't cry till we got in the car. So what happened while you was eating all the ice cream and having a good time? But she's a 4-year old. She's a child. They don't know how to communicate. So she just felt, what, you know what? I'm just going to scream all the way home. If I'm miserable, my ear hurt, I'm going to make you miserable too. Because you going to hear this screaming. And I was like, girl, you could scream and holler and do whatever you're going to do in that back seat. But you're not going to get out that car seat though. That's what you're not going to do. What is Julia saying? Because obviously Julia wants to be seen. She wanted to see if the meltdown would go away from having a timeout, and when the camera is cut off, they walked away. So she's taking her from the situation in two ways. She's taking her from the situation. So if you get up and move to another area, you're saying if you get up and move to another area, then the meltdown. Hold on a minute. Hold on, y'all. Go back.
Oh, I just want to let y'all know that my brother and nephew, they at Panda Express, and they said they're going to stop by anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they asked
Yeah,
me.
you might go to work.
Oh, I know he is.
Oh, okay.
And I told him, I said, well, come on by, I'm here, I ain't going to work.
Oh,
And they said, well, we at Panda Express in Pinot. Do you want anything? I said, whatever you buy, just bring me. I can have for dinner later.
oh, okay.
Oh, I just want to let you know, they supposed to be coming by.
Okay,
My brother and nephew.
okay. Okay, we got company coming. Um, so she was basically saying that if she removed her from the situation, that it would stop. Is that what you're trying to say? If she got up from the table, then the Faye said we piercing ears and Julia's still at the park on time. Okay, wait a minute. I do want to go back because I want someone to explain to me the bed situation. Who knows about the lockdown um bed? Okay, hold on, Nita. Nita, hold on. You're gonna have to put your comment. I'm giving Nita permission to put her comment back in again because I do want to talk about that also. Even though we did speak about that a little bit yesterday, I do want to talk about that again because she brought that up. But I want somebody to speak on the bed situation. What type of bed is it? Because I've never heard of beds where people lock lock the child in the bed at night. I haven't seen anything like that. Is this something new? Is this some new type of? Because I did see there is a lady on YouTube who has children that are blind, and they are in a bed that looks similar to a cage to me. She puts them in there at night, I guess, so that they don't fall out or, get out or whatever. Now, I've seen that. And she said it was a very expensive bed. but the children are blind. Now that's different um, than this type of situation. So someone said it's like an extra large dog crate. So Julia said, "What's the difference between the situation of your granddaughter in the car seat and Kelby in the storage unit?" Kelby in the storage unit was locked in a car with the windows rolled up and everything. My granddaughter was in a car. She had adequate ventilation, and we were less than 10 minutes away from the house. And we were in the car with her. Huge difference. I'm not about to lock a child in a car by themselves having a major meltdown. That's a huge difference. A ginormous difference.
That's a good word. Ginormous.
Ginormous. Mama said that your uncle is coming, and I guess he gonna bring some Chinese food or something. Panda Express. Your uncle and his son or somebody.
Okay.
You leaving now?
In about another 10 minutes or so, 15, 10, another 10 minutes.
Well, come in here before you leave.
All right.
So that's a huge difference, sweetheart. I ain't never locked a child in a car while they were having a meltdown. Never. So don't even go there. Not even. So Alma said it's like a tent with the zippers on the outside. So the child can't get out. The bed helps preventing kids from getting into things or leaving the house. It's for safety. However, with her bathroom issues, I don't know if that's wise. It's like a tent that she started asking for money. It's not just a bed rail, it's a zippered bed that can't be opened from the inside. I want to see it. The bed was recommended because her daughter would do unsafe things in the middle of the night. It's like a tent that goes on top of her bed. Like, what type of unsafe things was she doing in the middle of the night? What? Because it didn't. Did she take the tent with her when they went to the hotel? Because it didn't seem like it seemed like Kelby went to sleep and didn't do nothing when they went to the Mayo Clinic. So what type of unsafe things was she doing that night? MB locked her daughter in a car and went about moving boxes in the storage room. That's the difference. Thank you, Crush. She said that the child escapes outside when she was asleep. Girl, you sleep that hard that your child can. Now, if you have a child that you know can open the front door, then you put your locks up higher. You fix them locks so she can't get out. I'm gonna look for it. MJ said it looks like a mosquito net with zippers on the outside so she can't get out. She locks her in there, darkens the room, and I heard a loud noise marker too, and the room was locked. Most kids get out of their beds at night. That does not make them special needs. The video has probably been taken down. Is the video still up? The bed is a tent that has a mattress in it that zips all the way to the top and on the outside it velcros to the top so she can't get out. Okay, Julia, I saw the video and I know she did ask her if she wanted to be outside or if she wanted to get in a car. Of course, the girl, she wasn't going to decide because she probably felt like it was a no-win situation. So she didn't say anything. So Mary Beth went on and just locked her in the car. At that point, Mary Beth should have said, "My child is overwhelmed. She's probably tired. She's probably had enough. I'm probably going to have to just take her home." Instead of locking her in the car while she continues to do what she's going to do, and then the child is screaming. If you don't see that that's poor parenting, then it's something wrong with you too. If you know that you have a child that has meltdowns, as she calls them, or tantrums, as I call them, then you don't put your child in those type of situations. This is what I'm saying. Don't put her in a situation to have these meltdowns. If you know that she gets overwhelmed in with sense she has sensory issues, don't put her in those type of situations. She's not ready to deal with them. If you want her to play in the swimming pool, get a swimming pool and put it in your backyard or front yard. Maybe she's not ready to be around 100 other people in a swimming pool where she can hurt herself. Get a small pool, put it in your yard or whatever, and let her splash around there. And when she gets to a point where she can go out and be around other kids and get overly stimulated by everything that's going on, then put her in that situation. But don't put her in a situation where you know she's going to fail. This is what parents do. Now, twisted transistor, I would never say that. Maybe she shouldn't have a child if she's so much trouble. We never know what type of child we're going to have. You can't say that. I mean, there are no perfect children. Even children that we say are normal are not perfect. Those kids do things too. So we can't say, "Oh well, if she's trouble, maybe she shouldn't have had a kid." How was she supposed to know how her child was going to turn out? But when you have a child that has issues, you have to learn how to deal with them. And you can't learn how to deal with them from just one source. One book is not going to give you all the answers to helping your child. And you have to be willing to take advice from other people. That's the only way that you're going to get some help. If you're so closed-minded that you can't take advice from other people, you're not helping your child. You and the child gonna fail. And it's unfair to Kelby. Wishing for BB said the bed wasn't even prescribed to her by the doctor. It was donated to her by who knows who. So Crush said at the apartment at the Mayo Clinic, she didn't have a special bed. She let her sleep in the front room by herself while she's on live in the other room with the door closed. That would have been the place where I would have been watching her more closely. Because if she had walked out that front door at the hotel, she could have been God knows anywhere. But she didn't have a problem there. She didn't have a special bed. She didn't have to lock her down. She would be in another room, sleep, and what's not, like they said, she would be on live. But you know what? If y'all want to believe everything, um, that hazmat video was a damn clown video. Which video is that? The one where she vomited or something? Hey, Alan, what's happening? Mimi, mommy. You can't leave it alone, can you? No, and neither can the 82 other people along with yourself that's here. You can't either, can you, girl? Can you, Mimi? Mimi, you can't leave it alone either, can you? And it's 82 other people in here, Mimi. They obviously can't leave it alone either. I ain't here by myself, Mimi. Mimi, I'm not here alone, girl. It's 83 people here, Mimi. Mimi, you here too, girl, right? If you can prove you can leave it alone by leaving, Mimi, exit. If you prove it, Mimi, leave. That's what you do. Since you having a problem with us talking about it and we can't leave it alone, show us that you can leave it alone by leaving. Do that, Mimi. I bet you can't. You know why? Because you nosy. You're nosy, Mimi. You came over here to see what we were talking about. So, you know what? Sit down, Mimi, have a drink, and enjoy the conversation. Just like the 81 other people. Do that, Mimi. Do that. Goodbye, LaShawn. I don't care about you knowing my name, girl. I could care less. Yes, LaShawna is my name. And what? You thought, they know my name. Oh my God. They know my name. They found me on Facebook. Who cares? You know my name. But I'm going to tell you this. If you slip up and get in contact with some people that really know me on Facebook, you think I'm bad. Ooh, Mimi know my name, y'all. Mimi spelled my name right. Bye bye. So stupid self. Bye, Mimi. Bye, Mimi. Okay, whatever. Now I'm a racist. Bye, girl. I don't care who Mimi is. Do whatever you gotta do, Mimi. So, because I'm talking about somebody, I'm a racist? Okay, girl. I'm a racist then. I am definitely racist. I hope you having a good time over here, Mimi. Yeah, Mimi over here windmilling for somebody. She don't realize how stupid she look.
All right, man.
You gone, sweetie?
Yeah.
Okay. How long I been on here? Almost. I'm gonna get off here in a minute.
Oh, yes, I can give me a couple of biscuits.
Take your biscuits, child, because don't they have peanuts in them?
Almond butter and cinnamon.
I can't eat them.
Yeah.
You probably did that on purpose.
No, well, I mean, these happen to be the ones I like.
You just happen to like the ones that's got almond butter in them, huh?
I like them.
Huh?
Happen to like them. All right.
Okay, babe. Call me later. Um, and see, the thing is, oh, they here already. The thing is, I haven't even seen any of her recent videos. I'm just giving people a platform who, because y'all can't talk over there. You can't say anything because she won't let you. And Gizmo, come here. Come here. Go in your house. Thank you, sweetheart. No, stay in there. Stay there. Because you gonna be barking. Stop barking. Come here. Come here. Come here. John, he don't like when nobody come in the house. They not bothering you. They not bothering you. They not gonna come get you, mommy. No, they not either. Oh my God. Gizmo. Gizmo. Get your toy. Get your toy. Good boy. Come on. Get your toy. Now you see how I redirected him? Let me shut up before they be like, she she compared her dog to my baby. My child is human and breathing and she can communicate. I was like, girl, you don't calm down. I know what a child, I know the difference between a child and a dog, girl. She's wearing a hazmat suit in the video because she's cooking. Is it a real hazmat suit or just I don't care. Girl, she can go get a suit of armor. Gizmo, come here. Hey, go in here. Go in here. Get your toy. Get Lammy. Get Lammy. Hey, go in here. Go in there, please. Go. Come here, Gizmo. Go in there. Thank you. Thanks. Stay in there, too. Stay in there. They in the kitchen eating. They not bothering you. So Alan said, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're 4 years old, your brain is still developing, right? So does pot have effect on brain development? I would think that it does. I would think that it does. That would just be, I don't know. Me, as a parent, I would not give that to my child. I wouldn't. And I don't have anything, I mean, unless it's, I don't even know if I would want my child doing forms of CBD. I know that they have said that, hold on guys, for just a minute. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I had to go say hi. Um, I'm not gonna be able to be on too much longer because we do have family here from Sacramento. I think they're from Sacramento. That's about an hour, a little more than an hour from us. So they don't come out here too often. Gizmo is having a tantrum because he wants to know who is in the kitchen. No, Gizmo don't need the bathroom. He wants to know who's in the kitchen. He wants to know who that is out there. He's nosy and he wants to know what's going on out there. And when I went out there, that just threw him off. Okay, but let me go back to the question. Are you going to do this the whole time I'm talking? Hmm? You have your toys. What else do you want? You want a treat? You want a treat? You're going to have to stop barking. You want a treat? Zip your lip. Okay? Zip your lip. Thank you. I'll give you a treat. Okay? You gotta stop barking. I do want to go back to your dog is barking. Your dog barking at Gizmo. I do want to go back to the question that was asked about the green medicine for children with developing brains. I know that there are a lot of studies about, giving kids CBD and green medicine. I'm pretty sure she has hopefully done her research and made a decision where she feels like it is best for her child. I don't think that I would give it, as a parent, I don't think that I would give it to a child that young. That's just me. That's me. I'm saying I wouldn't. But I have not done a lot of research on giving it to kids that young. Now, I'm a starch believer in CBD and THC products for adults because I do CBD. I've taken CBD. I've vaped CBD. I've used the CBD with a little bit of THC. It depends because I too have a medical condition. And let me say this. I have a medical condition, a few of them. My subscribers who have been with me for a long time know I've never asked them for a dime, and I never will. Now, my subscribers do sometimes give me super chats or, will send something to my Cash App. Yeah, my son smokes pot. Do you have a problem with that? You have a problem with it? Since you said that, Gail, you have a problem with that? My son is an adult. He's 30 something years old. So, do you have a problem? We're in California. It's legal here. So, do you have a problem with that? I just want to know. Because he wants to. That's why. Because he grown and he can. He's an adult. Grown. 33 is grown, Gail. He grown. He don't live under my roof. He can do whatever he want to do. How about that? How about that, Gail? And as a matter of fact, why don't you ask him? Ask him, Gail. I bet you he will cuss you the fuck out. Ask him. I bet you that'll be the last person you ask about what they doing. If you ask him, I bet you. I bet you. As a matter of fact, we gonna ask him. We most definitely gonna ask him. We gonna ask him, Gail. I hope you still here. We gonna ask him, Gail. Since you want to know, we gonna ask him, and you can hear for yourself. Since you brought up my child, you can hear for yourself. We gonna call him and ask him. How about that, Gail? How about that? So you can hear from the horse's mouth. How about that, Gail? You better be glad he didn't answer the phone. You better be glad. Because he'd have woe you out. Gail, he'd have got with you, girl, and I'd have let him. You better be glad he didn't answer. How about that, Gail? Yeah, but Gail was about to get cussed out. Gail feelings was about to get hurt. Alan said, hey, I have nothing against it. It definitely helps cancer patients, but a 4-year-old child, I don't know about that. CBD oil, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, that's how I feel. But hey, this ain't my child. If she want to give her child CBD, THC, that's her business. But for me, I wouldn't. And I wouldn't want none of my grandkids. I would want my kids to find other solutions other than green medicine to help them. That's just my opinion. The person asked, and I gave my opinion. Girl, you know Gail can go to hell. Britt said, well, her doctor told her to stop giving it to her. Because I'm pretty sure if she's giving her THC, that stuff shows up on blood tests unless she wasn't giving it to her during the period of time that she took her to the Mayo Clinic to have her test done. Twisted Transistor said, weed is better than being addicted to opiates. So why would she take opiates? What would she be taking opiates for? We're talking about a child, a 4-year-old. We're not talking about an adult. So why would she be taking opiates? Okay, so Anchi, Anchi 666 said, why do you care about Mary Beth? I don't understand. Why do you care that I care? Why do you care that I care? I don't understand that. Why do you care that I care? Why? Because I can. I can care. I can talk with the 79 other people that are here. 79 other people care, other than myself. And obviously you care because you're here too. You're one of the 79. Thanks for your view too and engagement. Yeah, her supporters are stupid because they're just helping my analytics. They come over here, you're helping me. You helping me, you helping Mary Beth. We may as well all team up together. Cause in the end result, to be fair, if people did not care about Kelby, they wouldn't be here. They wouldn't. If they didn't care, they wouldn't be here. They're not just here to hear me talk. They're here to voice their concerns. That's why people are here. People are not just here to hear me talk. Y'all don't care nothing about me talking. You're here to voice your concerns. You found a place where you can come and talk about what you're concerned about, what you see that you don't like. They do the same thing on forums. I'm pretty sure that Mary Beth is on Lipstick Alley and some of these other forums. And I'm pretty sure on those forums, the conversation is a lot worse than the conversation here. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I've been on Lipstick Alley before. And they didn't tear me to shreds, but they did talk about me. I've been there. I'm pretty sure if you go searching, there's a thread about me on Lipstick Alley. Because they will get you. Because the people over there don't care. They're master trolls on Lipstick Alley. They don't care about nobody's feelings. At least I care about her feelings. If I didn't care about her feelings, my conversation would be totally different. Did I cry? Hell, did you watch the video? Did you watch that video? I'm not about to cry behind some damn people that I will never meet in my life. I don't know y'all. None of y'all. Mary Beth, Kelby, none of you 78 people. I don't know any of you in real life. Why would I let you make me cry? Why? Lokisha said, people don't want to hear the truth. They don't. Because the truth hurts. The truth makes you look at yourself and say, and if you can look at yourself and want to change or at least want to listen to some of the things that people are saying, obviously she was listening to something I said because she took that video down. After I made my first video, she took her videos down. She took that nasty burrito video down. So something in that video must have been correct. Because if it hadn't, you would have kept that video up and defended yourself. I'm not taking none of my videos down. None of them. If you don't like them, oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, she took down the whole channel because she didn't want us to be able to go back and fact check the things that she was saying. She don't want people to see what's really going on. I don't know if the person is still there or not. I don't care. And that's about the twink. I have no idea because he's like a gnat. I don't care. So are they saying that I'm a dyke? How am I a dyke with a whole husband? I'm a dyke. Do I look like a dyke? Girl, bye. Mary Beth stated in the video, I do not need child support and I don't want it, but she will gladly accept GoFundMe. I'm sorry, that don't make no sense at all. At least with child support, you don't have to beg. You gonna get your money. But you out here begging and then making videos having to prove to people certain girl, bye. I'm not about to prove nothing. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, somebody said no. Gail is. Oh, okay. Gail is the dyke. Oh, okay. Cause I was like, how y'all gonna call me a dyke and I got a whole husband? Yeah, they are definitely waking up and seeing who she is, and I know that that has to be difficult because it can mess up her money. I ain't trying to mess up your money, but if people want to talk about the situation, I'm gonna let them talk about it. Uh-oh. Sazzy said, I think things are absolutely being taken out of proportion without facts. The bed is not a cage either. Well, if she can't get out of it, it may as well be a cage. She can't get out the bed. It may as well be a cage. So is the pancake video? Girl, I can't live without a man in my. Girl, I love me some. Well, I love my husband. That's your life, but that ain't mine. I love my husband. So, um, I just wanted to throw that out there because I ain't nowhere near no dyke. Um, so is the video with the bed? Is that video still available? Like, can I go and at least see what the bed looks like so I can see it for myself and make my own judgment, or is that one of the videos that has been taken down? Does anyone know? And remember, don't super chat because YouTube takes 55, so please pay her through PayPal. Who is that? Who said that? That's what she said? YouTube. Okay, let's face it. YouTube is the new Dallas. We all like the drama. Well, I don't have. It's the toy. Is there's the toy video. That's the video where she talks about it. And I am going to look at the um green medicine video also and see, because I do want to see what she says about it. I haven't had a chance to watch that video, so I'm not going to speak on that. And I don't speak on things unless I see it. If I see it, then I'm going to talk about it. If you put it on here, I'm going to talk about it. If you put it on here that your child is doing marijuana, I'm going to talk about it. Girl. So let me go and deal with my family. I'm not like Mary Beth. I can't hear my child screaming and not go deal with it. I have family here, so I am going to go and talk to them for a little while. It's a pod fire trap in that hood apartment of hers. I thought she lived in a house. I thought she had a house because don't she have chickens and stuff? Uh, well, she could still have chickens with an apartment because she could have a big backyard. She just did the waffles and pancakes in a full hazmat suit last night. Yeah, I do want to go watch that. I try to not comment on videos that I haven't seen, like this bed video. I don't know what the bed looks like, so I don't really want to talk about that. But when I see it, I'm going to talk about it. I sure will. She has a backyard. Yeah, I saw that she did link her. Um, she lives in a house her dad owns, and it's an acre. Oh, okay. Well, a lot of homes here in California, you're not gonna sit on no acre of land. here in, especially in the city, unless you live like in one of the country type areas like Sacramento or Davis or somewhere like that. You're not sitting on no lake or acre of land here in the Bay Area. Yeah, you Oklahoma, we could go to Oklahoma and probably be rich, you know, have a big old house, but you can't do that here in California. So let me um, go talk to my family. I'm sorry I had to cut the live short. I may come back later on this evening. I don't know because I think my nephew is going to come by after football practice. So we may be a little bit busy today. Normally on the weekends, weekends is for family. And I'm not going to, sit around here. You are a hateful person attacking another person and judging her. And you're doing the same thing. The same exact thing. That's what you're doing. So we doing the same thing. How does it feel to be a hateful person coming over here attacking me? Good luck in life. Um, Nice chatting with you, everyone. I am going to try to come back later on. Um, I appreciate you guys. No, because I do want to address them also. I'm not going to ignore the haters. I'm going to address them too. They deserve to be addressed. They want some attention. They do. They want attention. That's why they come here. If they really didn't want to hear what we were saying, they wouldn't show up. They would ignore it. But you can't. It's like a car accident. You know that the traffic is stopped. You know it's a bad accident. The traffic is moving slow. You're getting closer and closer to this accident. You can see the fire trucks, the ambulances, and everything. You know it's bad. What are you going to do? You're going to look. You're more than definitely going to look. And that's why her subscribers are here. They want to look. Okay? So keep looking. Keep looking. I will see you guys. Yeah, I'm scared, Julia. Um, I'm, I'm so scared. Okay, I will see. Did you get my apology? No, Sue. Where? No, where'd you apologize? What did you apologize for? What did you apologize for? I don't even remember you saying anything, but I don't remember half the stuff that people say. Did you apologize in this video or on one of the other videos? Because if you did, I don't see it. But I accept your apology. Um, I don't take this stuff serious. So if you apologized, oh, she said she was sorry for judging. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I mean, and you're not the only one that has come back and apologized. There have been a few people that have said, you know what, I was wrong. And I'm sorry. And I'm glad you did that. Okay? I appreciate it. I will see you guys maybe later today. If not, definitely not tomorrow. We ain't gonna be doing this on Sunday. Okay? No, we're not. So if not later on today, Monday for sure. And that will give me time to look at the other videos and kind of go through them and figure out, just watch them and see what's going on. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for coming over. The people that were respectful, you just don't know how much I appreciate you. The people that were disrespectful, it is what it is. I ain't gonna change. It's gonna be me. Okay? So I'll see you guys later. Bye.